Hi guys, welcome to my video, and today I'll be talking to you about theory test and the theory test 2017. I don't think there's been much differences, but I'm going to talk to you about my experience doing the theory test and stuff I used to revise and stuff I learned. So basically the theory test is split into two sections. You've got the multiple choice questions bit, and then you've got the hazard perception bit, which is where you click through a series of videos and you have to click and find the hazard, and you're marked out from like 1 to 5. Well, no, sorry, 0 to 5. 0 being you failed the video, and 5 being you got the hazard like spot on, like you saw it way ahead. So I revised for the multi-choice bit the multi-choice questions, because I thought that would be a lot harder. You basically have 50 questions and the pass rate is like 43 out of 50, so you can only get 7 wrong. So I found this website called 2pass.com or .co.uk, and basically what it does is it has every single question that the DVLA or DVSA could ask you about your theory test, and I literally sat and worked through those questions for ages, and I literally just sat and went through every single question, learned every single answer for the theory test. And it's so helpful. It goes through all the sections like attitude, like drivers, documents. The document section is the most pointless waste of time ever, but it's good to know it. And then 2 days before my theory test, I found that I bought this book. This book is a lifesaver. I literally bought it ages before I even started driving, because I was that like gung-ho and ready to drive, but I forgot I had it. So I found this book, The Theory Test for Car Drivers by AA. Now this is the website in a book. It has every single question that the DVLA or DVSA can ask you. So I literally sat and worked through these, and I put little red flags in anything that I thought I'd get wrong or needed to remember. So I know one of my red flags was in stopping distance, which actually came up in my test. So then I'd highlight the questions that I got wrong and then do them again. Literally I worked through 700 and what? Yeah, it's literally 777 questions that I did. And in my theory test, I'm going to explain my results. I passed. I got 48 out of 50 on my multiple choice questions, which is literally revising from this book and the 2Pass website. And I can tell you now, I had seen all of the questions or some format of those questions from this book. So literally nothing surprised me except from 2 questions. And I think the 2 questions that surprised me are the 2 questions that I actually got wrong. And then on the hazard perception, which is like clicking through the page, like clicking through these videos, and you have to click for hazards. You can also find those mock theories online as well. So I will link them all down below in my description, the ones that I've used. And on that I got quite a low score. I mean, the pass mark's 44 out of 75, and I got 51, which is on the low side of a pass, but the letter still says I have passed, so I don't mind. I don't have any qualms for the DVSA. And what else did I do to practice? I asked my mum a lot of questions, like just to see what a driver would do, like with the hazard perception. I got my mum to do it first. So I'm going to apologise if anything has changed in terms of background, because I had to go let my mum in from downstairs. So yeah, as I was saying, like I'd asked my mum to ask me questions, practice. I kind of got her to do a hazard perception test to see like where she would click and where she thought the hazard was coming, like as a driver, and she doesn't have any like points on her license or anything. So like just see like what a driver would do. So that is what I got on that test. And now I'm going to talk to you about like the day in general, because that is a story in itself. So my theory test was at 10 o'clock, but you're advised by DVSA on their email to get there 15 minutes before, which is what I had planned to do. So make sure your timing is really good, because apparently if you get there any later than 15 minutes late, or if you get there any later than 15 minutes early, so like if you're 10 minutes early, it's up to the discretion of the centre that you go to, whether they let you do the test or not. So if they're late, it's your responsibility. And also you have to pay again. I paid £23, I think it was, to do the car theory test. I'm not sure what it is for the truck or the motorcycle one, but that's what I paid for the car test, and I think that's quite reasonable, I'd say. I mean, could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse, especially like with it being like a government organisation. It definitely could have been more expensive. So yeah, pay £23. You would lose that if you were late, and also you might not be able to sit the test anyway. So the test centre is about 10 minutes away by car, but my mum didn't want to drive me there. Great parenting. So I had to get the bus. So the bus takes like an hour to get there. I was like, wow, this is my downfall. So I got the bus at 9 o'clock and attempted to get there for 9:30, just so I'd have some time to like sit, look through my stuff. But no, I got there at 9:44, and the time I was expected to be there was 9:45. So you know, your girl just made it. Just, you basically go into this like center, and in my center anyway, there was a man like sitting by a desk, and he was like, oh, what are you doing? And like he kind of ticked my name off a list. I went up into the lift, even though it was only one floor up. I could have taken the stairs, it probably would have been quicker. But to the lift up, then you get into another like floor, and there's other things going on in the building as well, but you have to get to like the Pearson Test Center. So got to that floor, there's another lady, so I queued up. You have to bring your little provisional license, and then you give it to the woman, or whoever you have. I had a woman. The woman like checked it and gave me my provisional license back, and then gave me this little key to like put myself in the locker. So you can't wear your jacket, can't take a bag in, and you've got to make sure nothing's in your pockets. Your phone has to be shown as off. Like I fully had to show her that my phone was like off. So yeah, put all your stuff in the locker, and then you get it all back at the end. And I'd seen most of the questions due to this lovely book. I'm not even plugging AA, but this book is a lifesaver. So because I had seen all of the questions before, I got through the multiple choice bit in like 15 minutes, and you're supposed to take an hour on it. I went through the questions once, flagged any of the ones I was slightly unsure about. So I had about 15 flagged for no reason, to be honest, because I pretty much knew I had them right, but I just wanted to go over them again. Went over all of the questions, did them, went through all of the ones I had flagged, went through all of the ones I had flagged again, and then went through all of the questions again. And that took me about, let's say, 20 minutes to do that bit. And then I went through, you can have a break of up to 3 minutes between the multiple choice and the hazard perception, so I didn't really take a break. I did the demo, I watched the demo for the hazard perception test, which is like a YouTube video that the DVSA have. Even though I had headphones on, there was no audio in the video. Was I supposed to have audio? Was my thing working? I really don't know. And also, I think one thing I would do in the future is put my hand up and ask them to probably like switch screens, or see if the screen's actually broken, because the screen on mine was really blurry and it kind of lagged going around corners. So I feel like I might have been better on a few hazards, like if I had a better screen, but I didn't really ask them, and I thought, let's hope I've done well enough anyway. And I've got like the breakdown of how I did in the hazard perception test. So on the double, there's one clip that has 2 hazards, and I scored 4 out of a possible 5 on that clip. On 5 clips I scored 5, which is the highest mark. On 3 clips I scored 4. On 3 clips I scored 3, which is like middle. And then on 1 clip I scored 1, which I'm kind of confused about, and I kind of remember which one it is, but not in enough detail to retell it. But I remember there being one where I clicked it like way early, because I knew the hazard was coming because people were coming out from like behind a car. So I clicked it, I think, way early, and then I clicked it again to make sure they had it registered, because if you click too early, you'd get 0 anyway. So I clicked again, but I think when I clicked again, I'd clicked too late. So I think that's the one I scored 1 on. And then on 1 clip, I scored 0, which is quite surprising. I didn't know I scored 0 on 1 clip, but that's okay, I still passed. So that is my story of the day. But yeah, that is my theory test. That is going on, that's what's going on with that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you're doing your theory test soon, good luck. Try and get yourself some like adequate revision guides. I know like a couple of my friends use like the official like DVLA, DVSA, whatever they're calling it, books, like the actual like theory test DVD and the hazard perception DVD. I didn't get any of those, and I booked my test like 2 weeks before, so I didn't really spend that much time revising. But I just used the internet, like free resources, and then this book. I actually got this book for like, I don't know, let's say, well, I mean, it retails for £9.99, but I didn't buy it for that. I bought it maybe for about £3-4 in home bargains. So if you can find this book, purchase it, because literally it says all 777 official revision theory test questions, covers the same topics you'll get on your test, and it vouches for it, it guarantees it. The only thing it didn't have, which was on the test, was the scenario question. So you get like a little paragraph to read, like, oh, I think mine was like, Dave is going here, he was carrying something on top of his car, it falls off, what should he do? And then there's like a multiple choice. That's the only thing it didn't have in here, but it has all of these like weird questions, like what is a rumble device designed to do? And it's these little lines on the road, a rumble device. I'm not sure if you can see that at all, but yeah, this is really helpful. Thank you for watching. if you're doing your theory test in a few weeks, good luck. I'm sure you'll do fine. You can only miss out 7. I'm sure you'll miss out like 1 or 2. Good luck with revising, and thank you for watching this video. Bye.